Hey gang, what's going on? It's Alex here at Coach Grower. So great to see you guys. Wanted to create a quick little video here. It is Wednesday. Had a busy day. A lot of coaching calls today. It's been awesome, and I'm about to get on a couple others. But yeah, Carissa and I are just planning some awesome resources and training for you guys. Really excited about what's happening in the community. But I just wanted to drop a quick little nugget after finishing up a couple coaching calls this morning. I've been talking about creating transformational offers, and I think one piece that a lot of people miss out on is in the presentation of an offer and why it actually matters to people. So there's an elevation of what happens with offers, and so at kind of level one, people think their offer is all about the transaction, right? The transaction. So they pay me for something, like an exchange of something. Back in the blue room. Yeah, Pat, you haven't seen it in a while. So this is it, the blue room. Bam, there we go. Blue shirt, blue room. I gotta match the brand here. Sean, great to see you. Pat, awesome to see you. Travis, I see you're here. So cool. The first level is of an offer, which I wouldn't say is a transformational offer just yet, is that information stage. In fact, let me pull something up really quick that I've been working on just in my own, one of the resources that I've been working on here. But let me show it to you. It's my new and improved lead magnet here, but it includes an illustration here of what I'm talking about. So I figured I'd just show you what that actually looks like. So let's see here. Let me come back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just looking all over the place. So, so we have this transformational offer, or we have the level one, which isn't really all that powerful in itself because it's still talking about just information, the information stage. And there's not really a whole lot of value in the information stage because what people, or the transaction stage, because what you're thinking is that people are actually paying you for something. And if you're just operating from that place, from the transactional level, you're missing out on opportunities. What they're paying for is not stuff. What they're paying for is not a process. They're actually paying for an outcome, a destination, and a lot of people miss it because what they're trying to sell is, here's my process. In fact, one of the coaching calls that I was on this week, it was with a Facebook advertising agency. And they're like, I'm having a hard time pricing right. I'm having a hard time actually pricing my offers and getting people to want to buy. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you do? So they're telling me, here's what I do. We manage campaigns. We kind of build out, these Facebook ads for them, the creative, and then we remove the need for them to manage the campaigns themselves because we manage it for them. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's okay. Not all that great then. Travis, my man, yes, absolutely. So that's okay, right? The problem with that is you're expecting them to trade money for a transaction called Facebook management. But Facebook management, everybody else is doing. So what makes it any different from what you're doing, right? Same with coaching, is if you were coaching people on marketing through Facebook ads, even though you're not doing it for them, if you're thinking that what they're buying is the ability to market on Facebook, that's the lowest level. And you're still operating from the commodity zone. So you got to move and distance yourself from that. So once you do that, though, you get into the second level. And the second level becomes a little bit more powerful, but you're still missing a piece. That is going from transaction to transition, right? You're transitioning them from where they are to where they want to go. But it's still not necessarily the most transformational product or offer. Because what you're doing there is you're selling a process. So here's my 4 steps. I help you with this other thing, this other thing, this other thing. It's a process. Very different from the resource, right? The ability to help you with your Facebook ads, right? And so you're moving from the thing itself, the transaction, you pay me, I show you, I coach you on how to use Facebook. Secondly, now it becomes more powerful. You could charge more, but still not that higher level. Is you pay me and I show you a proven process how to get results on Facebook. A lot of people keep it at that level. Still better than the transaction, right? Move from the commodity zone, absolutely, right? Because otherwise they're gonna be comparing you to everybody else. Oh well, I can go to Upwork and hire somebody to teach me Facebook or hire somebody to do my Facebook, and they're treating you as if you're just a technician, and you got to move away from the technician. You got to move away from just delivering a transaction, right? Because if you're just exchanging value based on a transaction, then they're going to nickel and dime you. Then they're going to come up with the objection, I don't have the money, I can't make the investment, no, this is too much. Why? Because they're seeing you as a commodity. They're seeing it as just a transaction. Next level up is transition. You're not buying this transaction anymore. Now you're buying a process. For example, weight loss. If I were to sell weight loss, very low price. But if I have a process, which is a higher level, I might say, you know what? I have a process, and it's called P90X, and this is a process of weight loss. I'm going to show you a system. I'm going to show you a process of how to get such a results. That's a lot better than a transaction. It's a lot better than weight loss, or it's a lot better than coaching somebody on their relationship, because it's an actual process, right? But process is kind of level 2. You can charge a little bit more, but not at that big level where people are still questioning, is it worth it? And that's why they have a lot of resistance with pricing, and a lot of objections come with pricing, is because you're selling a process and they're trying to figure out, is this process worth the money that I'm investing? So if your coaching is worth $2,000 or $3,000 or $6,000, whatever that number is, they're still out trying to see if this process that you have, because what you're selling there is a transition instead of a transformation. So they're still trying to justify, is this process worth my money? Should I part ways with my money in order to get access to this process? For some, it's enough, but it still makes the sale a little bit hard. So that third level, where the magic is when you sell the outcome. Now, the outcome is not just a destination, but here's the missing piece. And this is why I'm doing this Facebook Live. The missing piece here to the offer. Because you could sell the outcome. You could say, hey, I don't only have a proven process, but I'm going to get you to a certain outcome, which is you losing 25 pounds in a matter of 30 days, and you doing it with, in a healthy way without having to stop eating what you love. Okay, that sounds good. But here's the secret piece that most people are missing. When you sell the outcome, you have to tie in the meaning of the outcome. If you're not attaching it to a meaning of the outcome, you're missing out, because the money is in the meaning. That's where it lies. And if you're missing the meaning, it's still just stuff, right? You get clear about the outcome, which is cool, and that's powerful in itself. But when you get to the meaning, man, it changes the game. So, I think back to my last couple clients that signed on, and they wanted an outcome. Okay, I want better results with my marketing. I want a certain revenue. So one wants $50,000 a month in revenue. One wants $30,000 a month in revenue. Another one wants $15,000 a month, right? So that's the outcome. Okay, cool. I can help you get there. We get there really quickly. Why does this even matter, though? Let me ask you, once we get you 30,000, why does that even matter? And then they're like, the reason this matters is because I finally can stop treating myself as if I'm an employee of my business, and I feel like I finally made it. When I get to 30,000, I have more freedom. That's freedom that I haven't had in the last 15 years. I've been kind of hustling and grinding and working 60, 70 hours every single week trying to make this business work, but I feel like it's just a glorified job. Oh, meaning. Okay, cool. So if we get you to quit this job that you have more control, have more flexibility, and we do that in a way that gets you to $30,000, when would you want to get started? Oh my gosh, now. This is exactly for me. Why? Because I'm attaching the one secret to a powerful transformational offer. It's all about meaning, right? Because otherwise, I talk about the transformation, which is really powerful in itself, but now I give it context based on the person who's sharing that transformation with me. See, because I see a lot of coaches, and they're trying to sell their coaching, and they're trying to sell it based on, here's how many sessions, here's how many worksheets, here's how we're going to do, here's the time we work together, here's all this stuff, and that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You're selling transaction at that point. Fine, let's get beyond that. Cool. So I have a process. Here's the four pillars of my process. I do help you with this, and that. That's good, but it's not the best still. Fine, I'll help you. Still coaching. I'll help you with getting you a freedom-based business where you make $15,000 a month and it comes consistently without you worrying about where your next client is going to come from. That way you'll have more control. All right, cool. I love that. That's powerful, more powerful than the other two. But that last level, that top level, where investing in you becomes a no-brainer is when you attach the transformation to the meaning of that transformation. And if you're missing that out, you're not caring enough about people to know why they want what they want. Because otherwise 30,000 sounds good, but they don't know the meaning of it because they've never experienced it before. So they don't have a relationship with it yet. And so when you get to the meaning, what is that really going to mean for you? What is that going to do for your life? What does that do for your family? What does that do financially? What does that do for your fulfillment level? What does that do for your ability to grow and make an impact when you get to this level? And then they start opening up and sharing their heart and pouring themselves out. You're like, you know what? Oh, I could totally feel that. I see that this is not just about business. This is not just about 30,000. It's about what that does for people. It's about your capacity to serve at a bigger level, to get people unstuck, to serve children who don't have another future. It's because your ability to get to that $30,000 is going to allow you to fund certain certain outreaches that reach out to human trafficking victims. Oh, I see why this matters to you. Then they're like, you know what, Alex, you totally get me. I'm ready to start. Let's go. Why? Because the secret and ingredient to a transformational offer is the meaning. And the good thing is that you don't have to know that meaning up front. You just have to care enough about these people you're talking to ask those questions so that they reveal it to you. And then if you can help them get that meaning, take them on. You're obligated to take them on as a client, because they're not going to reach that meaning on their own. They've tried. They've done this already. They're frustrated because they've tried so many things, haven't been able to get there. But you, with this clarity of what they want and why they want it, can definitely help them. And it changes the game. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. It's the secret to transformative offers. It's not about selling a transaction. It's not about selling a transition, which is a process. And it's not just about selling a transformation, but it's about selling the meaning of that transformation to them. Very unique to every individual, but yet that's a powerful motivator. And if you can help them get that, you are morally obligated to make them an offer, because that offer is the gateway for them to get that meaning. Without that, they may be stuck. They may not be able to reach that very thing for maybe months, years, maybe ever. But yet they have you, and you're there, and you can help them. And so lean into that. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Just wanted to drop something in really quick on this phenomenal Wednesday afternoon. So leave your comments. Type in your any seeds, any golden seeds that you got here. Right? We call them seeds here in this community, because those seeds can grow and become something incredibly powerful. So you might have known them as golden nugs. Here they're seeds, because these seeds have the potential to grow, to sprout out, and to bring a harvest into your business, and then also shine light to others. So cool. That's all I got, guys. Drop a comment. Let me know what you liked about this. And any questions, drop them in here. We're here for you. Later.